The irony of everything is that Ethan sent a cease and desist to Noah for his YouTube video where he details how Ethan Klein and many other content creators, including Mudahar, have played a role in defending Israel's right. Intentionally, unintentionally, doesn't matter. Ethan was like, how dare you at this hotel, really? We're basically not even really staying at this hotel. You have a guess? Who is it? Who is it? Who's here? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's my lawyer.
How's it going?
What's good? Alexander LolOverruled, everybody. Here.
You guys notice this in Langley, Virginia. He's in Langley right now.
Yeah, that's true. I am in Langley. I'm in a secret compound in Langley. It's a FEMA facility. We've been trapped in a bunker here. Real patriots rise up. Yeah, Alexander LolOverruled is here. You guys will see a bunch of people. There's no other chairs. You want to sit at the cuck chair? Yeah, there's a second cuck chair here. This is the OG cuck chair, but you want to sit in the cuck chair? You can. Come sit in the cuck chair. What is this jacket that you're wearing? What, is it? Oh my God, is it really?
Yeah.
Did I give this to you?
Yeah, I stole it.
Oh, you stole my jacket?
Yeah.
Wait, what brand is it?
It's the one that you like. What's that brand called?
Oh my God, it is my jacket. Yeah. Wait, it's MXDVS.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you stole my jacket? What the? I didn't even real. This guy, bro. That's crazy.
I steal stuff from your house all the time.
Yeah. Dude, this is wow. Wow. Yeah, you see this is what happens. You invite Jewish people to your home. Whoa. Look at what this is. I'm ready. I'm getting ready, dude. Anyway, okay, to be fair, I stole something from you as well.
What'd you steal?
The red keffiyeh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's my buddy's.
But you left it at my house. Also, do you know what this is? Yeah, it's the Saratoga water?
Yeah, it's the grind water.
Yeah, it's the Sigma Grindset water. This is my... bro, we got to get at least 10,000. Looking at it, bro, we got to get at least 10,000. We're locked in. March and I, we're locked in. Alex, not locked in. Okay? Hold on. Let me fix the camera a little bit better. No, it's not. Shut up. I didn't even know you were coming. Just like kind of showed up. Really. You just kind of showed up uninvited. That's fucking crazy. You just kind of showed up uninvited. Yeah, that's right. It's fine. It's okay. Why is the color so off? I'm orange. Yeah, why is it like that? No, I'm fixing it. I'm gonna fix it. Come on. I already moved everything around. I'm gonna take off the noise gate too. Just read the news. Hold on. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I talking about? You woke me up. Oh yeah, so I didn't get to sleep a lot. My brain is fried, and I am gonna be totally cooked today. I'm going to be totally fried today, but it's going to be all right. But you guys are going to see a lot of friends of the show. Like a lot of them are out here. We have Noah Colwyn's here. We'll link up with him. Apparently Noah Sampson, I talked to him about like going to this, and last second he was like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to go to this. And I think he's here as well. You'll see a bunch of people. You'll see a bunch of people at this rally that we're going to be going to. So, fly out of BWI is better than Dulles? Yeah, okay, whatever. Also, later, after the protest, I am going to go back to, I'm going to come back here to this hotel, which is a very weird hotel. What's up with this hotel? It's just, I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you. You're not from here. You're just, it's the East Coast, but, hold on. Let me see if I can fix the noise gate so you can, like, easily speak. Yeah, I mean, here I can do it from over here. It's fine. Actually, yeah. Can you open it from over there? Sorry. Oh my God, you got the show chat what you have on your head, bro. He walked out of the bathroom with the. He's washing his face. He's got the. Yes, you can. You're right. Never mind. What I know how to do. I know how to do it too. I got it. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Deactivated the noise gate. Alex, you can come sit here now, and they'll hear you and stuff. I missed you, man.
I missed you too, buddy.
I don't want you to get emotional today.
I'm not gonna get emotional.
You're not gonna get emotional?
No, I'm not gonna get emotional.
Okay, I want you to get emotional.
No, chat likes it when I get emotional.
Chat does like it. What is this? What is it? Someone showed me this in tweet. What's going on here? I get to see one of my best friends march this weekend. Smile. Hopefully, no one big and annoying is there. Are you?
I don't know what that's.
What is that? What is that about?
I don't write all my tweets.
You hired someone.
Yeah,
now that you have a job.
Yeah, my.
Now you're not a broke boy. What the is that?
I don't know.
Huh? What was that about Kaya? Was that? Is that? Are you coming after Kaya? Is she the big?
The only time you read my post is when you're talking shit about them.
Interesting. It's just weird. It's just strange to me that you would. Like I've opened my home to you. You've stolen my jacket.
You gifted this to me.
I don't remember gifting it to you. It's actually looking kind of nice, so I might.
Now you want it back?
I might need it back. I think.
That's bullshit.
Anyway, I got in. I immediately passed out. This also is like a bank or something. I think this hotel's like a bank originally.
Yeah.
And they kept the bank vibes, and it's weird. Like it chat. This is. Like the mini bar in the hotel room is like a bank vault. Like everything is bank coded. I don't know what the f going on. It's very strange. Like who would be like, oh, I can't wait to stay at the bank hotel.
You feel safe here.
No, I mean I just don't. I don't understand it. I don't understand why the aesthetic of this hotel is like a 70s bank.
Because it's cool.
It's weird. I think it's weird, but hey, maybe you like it. I don't know.
Yeah, why? You think because why? Why do you think I like banks?
Was it? Oh no, dude, that's 2 for 2. I'm trying to be as anti-Semitic as possible. I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to get it out.
Get it out now.
Before
so
we go to
I
the
saw
protest.
they're letting you speak.
They asked me. What do you mean letting you? They asked me to speak.
I feel like it's letting.
I don't want to do it.
You just heavy-ized the crown on your head.
No, it's not even like that. I just, I wanted to just go to the protest and participate and film it and, give all of the people's information to the authorities right after.
Absolutely.
I'm working with Beitar. Have you heard of them?
The bald guy.
Yeah. I'm working with Beitar to make sure that, I film everyone's face.
I saw him once at a protest. He filmed me, and he asked me if I wanted a first-class ticket to Gaza.
Okay. You think he would follow?
The main guy.
Yeah, Ross Glick.
Yeah,
the pervert.
Yeah. Alleged.
Alleged. Ross Glick, he did the Brian Kemp thing. It was a Brian Kemp. He was like, only charges, totally exonerated. Do you remember? Yeah. Do you know, on his website, on the Beitar website, there's this very funny note. There's this very, very funny legal note. And it's basically written like a schizophrenic guy wrote this long effort post about how he's like,
not a pedophile.
The authorities came after me claiming that I was but I want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm only a woman beater. Because I think he reduced some of the charges to misdemeanor harassment or something.
Sure.
Oh wait. Oh no, Brace read it out loud on Bad Hosborough. I love this. This is one of my favorite.
Okay. So I want to say this.
This is one of my favorite legal notes I've ever seen on any website ever. Really, it's a fantastic legal note. No notes.
This is legally. I think it's necessary to say this before we say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Upon information and belief, false and defamatory statements against Ross Glick have been.
Also, I got blast off too. Do you want a Cobra? I got multiple here.
A what?
A cold brew?
No, thank you.
Are you sure you want a fancy water?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to be a good guest. Are all three of these dudes related? That's messed up, dude. See, anti-Semitism is on the rise.
Yeah, no, in your chat.
Yeah, it is. I've done it. I'm doing my part. Yeah. Oh, what's next? Is Alex related to them too? Huh? Is that what you're gonna say?
What the man?
It's messed up.
I mean,
posted online in various sources such as New York Post and Palestinian News Network. It
We
must
could
be
be
stated
related.
unequivocally that Ross Glick is not a sex criminal. He has never been convicted of a crime, and any statements to the opposite are legally actionable and will not be tolerated.
wait, this is what...
To be clear, Ross Glick has never been convicted of any crime, let alone any claims to the contrary
Good for him.
are outright falsehoods and constitute defamation, which include libel and slander. Furthermore, Mr. Glick's co-parent, referenced in the erroneous New York Post article, is the mother of his third child. Unfortunately, they both admit they were in a toxic relationship. Although it was a long-term relationship that unfortunately became contentious at times, Mr. Glick's co-parent acknowledges that she is not the victim of any crime. In fact, they have since reconciled and are peacefully co-parenting their child together. Not only was the New York Post article a sensationalized hit piece is misspelled there, so this is solid, and deceptive narrative, but it is blatantly false without proper fact-checking by the journalist. The article's author is not a reputable journalist and did not conduct any independent investigation into the facts. The journalist never reached out to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office for verification, nor did she attempt to contact Glick's attorney for a statement. This lack of due diligence is not journalism. It is reckless, agenda-driven defamation targeting successful Jewish businessmen.
I love my favorite.
It goes on for a long time.
It goes on for a while.
Ross Glick's third child submitted
Mark,
to a lie detector test during
what's
which
your ad
they
on
rated
Twitter?
Ross Glick's physical
Oh, it just,
touching
like,
of
doesn't
them
show up.
on a scale out of
I
10,
don't know
10 being the
No.
creepiest, a mere 4.5.
So
I got it.
Daniel is doing a
Slander.
joke there.
Yes.
It's in a non-actual.
Parody.
It's parody. This guy has a. So I just want to say before we say anything else about this character, this notice is on his website. I've read this notice. I'm not accusing Ross Glick of a sex crime.
Absolutely not.
I'm acknowledging that Ross Glick has written a statement that says that he has never been accused or convicted, rather, of any any crime, let alone a sex crime.
Do we have a chat? Do we have a blast off meme? By the way, I gotta do a blast off real quick as well. Oh, you got one. Thank you. I think Felix is on tomorrow. I haven't asked Felix if he wanted to come on. I should hit him up. I'll ask him. I think Will's supposed to be on. I haven't really hit up anybody. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very bad with this stuff because I'm working on a million different things at the same time. I'm also a bad person in general. So
Bad person.
yeah, bad person, bad to communicate with. Why no brace? I don't know. I could hit him up too.
He's chained to a radiator right now.
Yeah.
This guy's basement.
Yeah, Ross Glick chained him to a radiator and is not doing sex crimes because he doesn't do that. As his legal as he said in his legal note, his legally binding note. Because if you write on I feel like that statement, having any legal authority is like assuming, how like what do you call it? Like old people will think like
The Rome statute.
we'll post. Yeah, we'll post something and be like, this is inadmissible in court. Like, I do not allow, like, everything I say here cannot be stolen by Mark Zuckerberg or whatever. And they write that legal post. Like, that's what he did.
That's also legally correct and real.
Yeah. As my lawyer, what is this? What the hell is this? Super good morning. It's One Piece Day. Oh, because One Piece is coming out, I think, soon. But yeah, no, I posted the setup earlier, and I was in my underwear, so people are posting hog, which I wasn't posting.
You posted it though.
I was not posting schmeat. I was just posting the setup. And if you look there, if you look at the schmeat in that situation, it's your fault, and it's not my fault. You know what I mean? It's like you looked at it, and now you're making it my problem. You know what I mean? My eyes are up here type shit. Oh my God, I just realized. I'm like, I'm doing the thing like, is this what women do when they have big breasts, and then they will wear like a low cut cleavage dress, and then if you accidentally cop a peek,
I'm not touching that.
yeah, come on, go ahead.
I'm not touching that.
Come on, let's get
No.
it. We did
You're a
anti-Semitism.
disgusting misogynist.
We did anti-Semitism.
Not
Do a
touching
little bit of
that.
misogyny. Do a little bit of misogyny. Come on. I'm trying to get you canceled so you lose your
Listen,
job
I'm
again.
doing enough on my own to get canceled every day.
What are
of
you
my
doing?
life. I don't want everything that I do every day. Just being alive.
Okay, cool. Are you okay? Are you
I'm
feel
great.
a little? You
Israel is
you seem kind of sad today.
I'm sad every day.
Yeah, you have like boy sadness today. What's wrong? What's going on? Do you want me to get you room service?
I don't want to talk about it. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Okay. All right. Well, everything's gonna be all right.
Everything gonna be
Tell Lolo I said thank you for the bank run call. Oh, you called him up?
Yeah. So I found out that actually you can
What?
get in trouble.
Oh,
for
for saying
inciting
it's
a
a-
bank run.
Yeah. I don't know why people thought that wouldn't be the case.
I didn't know that was not allowed. I thought we were goofing around.
No, you can definitely. It's like there's a couple things that you can't do, like electioneering.
No,
like-
you're allowed to do that.
No, you're allowed to do that if you're Elon Musk.
Yeah,
But you
exactly.
can't be like, hey guys, the election is not on the day it's actually at, and you should let people know, is like directly an illegal thing to
Well,
do.
what if you do it as like a silly little goof, like a little.
I think,
goof,
ironically, contrary to what Elon Musk has stated, I think comedy is never been more illegal. Like, quite literally. Comedy and other things on top of comedy have all become completely illegal under the Trump administration.
Yeah. I have a piece coming out in The Nation this week about assassination discourse.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you gonna wokely say we shouldn't do it?
No, that's not what I say.
Are you gonna say we need more of it?
That's also not what I say.
You're like, I'm Alex LolOverruled.
I'm right in the middle.
As an attorney that passed the bar in the state of New York and can do legal counsel across the board in many other states, right? Because there's parity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to tell you, assassinations are cool. We need more of them.
Yeah.
Is that what you wrote?
No, that's not what I wrote.
Okay, that's yeah. All right. Well, that's a little disappointing because that's
What I
you,
wrote is
because
it's
that's what
fun.
you told me.
And we're all
That's what you-
participating in it.
that's what you told me
Well,
in
you have to
private.
read the fucking. Why don't you read? How about you read?
I don't know how to read.
It's not. It's only 1,500 words.
I've never so many words. I don't know how to read, nor do I know how to write. I'm gonna freestyle the speech that I'm gonna be giving.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You didn't write anything?
No.
Not even top line?
No, I have a structure in my mind about what I want to talk about.
What are you going to talk about?
Basic.
Male genital mutilation?
Yeah, basic stuff about how Israel is our most valuable ally, and also, you know, anti-Semitism is really on the rise right now because
APAC
even on my walk over here, I saw so many people wearing keffiyehs, which is basically a swastika, actually worse than a swastika. And that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get up there and do a full John Hagee speech. Yeah, I'm in DC.
How much would APAC pay you to do that, you think?
I think they would.
$1 million?
I don't think.
Or they don't even care about you?
I don't think they care about. I mean, they probably do. I don't think it's APAC that cares, because all these organizations do, you know, have funders that are the same guy half the time.
Yeah.
Like the Al Jazeera lobby documentary that they stopped from releasing. What was the guy's name? He's like, there's like one dude who basically funds the Canary mission. And then there's like a front operation for the Canary mission. Some of these institutions also get Knesset grants as well.
I feel like you're not even on Canary Mission. Are you?
I don't know.
I don't think you are.
I mean, but like, what are they gonna do? Post my fucking docs? It's like, yeah, just Google it, I guess. The fuck? Ugh, I have this.
Canary Mission feels like it's mostly just.
Wait, hold on one second. Chat, how do I? There's the classic thing, where Google Chrome switches automatically to YouTube because of a fucking because of malware. How do I delete that malware? Do you know?
What have you been watching?
Porn. Yeah. It's like a common malware on Google Chrome. It's like, I think, an extension malware thing that automatically changes the. It basically re-downloads this fucking extension all the goddamn time, and I don't even. Yeah.
It's all breast milk related.
Yeah. What? What is it? What? What are you saying? The fuck are you saying,
You said,
bro?
yeah.
Read aloud text to speech. Maybe that's the malware that's like fucked up. I don't know. All extensions: BTTV, Google Docs offline, uBlock, Origin Lite. Yeah, I know. Himbo Derek guy is using my merch to dunk on people. I know. Getting malware in 2025. Download Mozilla Firefox. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. I can't delete a malware extension that keeps changing my browser to Yahoo. There's a program called Digital Activity that hijacks my Chrome on a daily basis and changes my search engine to Yahoo. I used to be able to turn it off and delete the program and manually
This is
switch.
such a good stream. This is fucking sick. The guys at the Best Buy like Genius Squad are gonna love this shit.
They do. Chat does unironically love that shit. Chat is all over this garbage. This is their favorite type of garbage shit to do. It's not even a joke.
They're all telling you to download Firefox.
Yeah, they're fucking annoying. That's their favorite thing to do. Their favorite thing to do is basically come in here and annoy me endlessly. Are you ready for the new world order? This is stuck in my head. How have the tariffs been for you?
They've been great.
Are you enjoying the revitalization of the American economy? Are you feeling liberated?
I've been buying the dip.
Yeah, have you been feeling liberated?
I've been investing in microchips and bananas.
Uh-huh.
It's been huge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big year for me.
Yeah, it's a big
guy
year.
Like me, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Because like, my net worth is just constantly $0.
Yeah.
At all times, my net worth is $0. So
yeah.
Line goes up, line goes down. My life stays pretty much the same. I mean, things get more expensive, so.
That's what I was saying. I feel like there is like, weirdly enough. Look, I don't do anything on the stock market either. So it's like, oh man.
You put your money. It's all in Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah.
Logan Paul style.
Yeah, I put all of it in Pokemon cards.
You have a lot of Funko Pops.
Yeah. No, I just usually I spend it on my family, and then what remains.
Why don't you spend it on your good old
and then
pal
and then
me?
a 401k is basically what it is. But I don't even check that shit because I don't give a fuck. What am I gonna do? You know. But for me, the way I see it, I feel like people are obviously terrified of the cost of goods going up for no discernible reason. But outside of that, like there is I feel a little bit of weird catharsis seeing so many like rich people and so many people in finance lose their fucking minds over it. Where
I don't
it's
understand though. Didn't they know that this was gonna happen?
Yeah, they're the experts.
Idiots.
They're the fucking experts. I don't know how they didn't see this from a mile away.
Also, it seems like Trump thinks that the way a tariff works is that the countries pay, like us.
Yeah.
That's not how tariffs work.
No, that's how it works. Yeah.
That's not how it works, though. You know?
No, that's you're wrong.
That's not how it works.
Why are you sitting on camera with just a shirt on and no pants like Donald Duck? Why are you Donald Ducking with your friend next to you? What the fuck? Straight
No pants on.
Straight to El Salvador, scumbag, Donald Duck ass. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Who's the barista next to you? Did you just fart?
No, it's the fucking.
Oh my
chair.
god! Do it again. Nope, that sounds totally different.
That's the chair.
Chat, he's farting. He's farting straight up.
It's the chair.
Oh my god, March is past. I feel so bad.
This is also entirely your fault and totally avoidable, by the way.
Why? How?
Because you took a red eye. Why the fuck would you take a red eye?
What do you mean? Because I had to stream the day prior.
You could have come a couple days ago. I said to come to New York.
No, but there's no.
You flew into fucking DC.
But there's no part of this story where I don't take a red eye. Because if I don't take a red eye, that means I don't stream one of the days. So it's not gonna happen. Dude really brings his guests on stream just for them to fart. I know. Do we have a playlist, by the way? We can do a little bit of React stuff as well, but before we go out there. But wait, what was I gonna Google? There was something I was gonna. You asked me what my speech was gonna be about.
Oh, yeah.
All jokes aside, I'm basically gonna talk about how we don't let white supremacists dictate the terms of black liberation. We don't let all lives matter take control of the conversation when people are saying Black Lives Matter. And I think allowing Zionists to dominate the conversation of Palestinian emancipation is also ridiculous in that exact same vein. And I'm gonna talk about how like people's insecurities about defending this apartheid state that is currently doing a genocide should not be at the forefront. That should not be the cause that erodes the First Amendment in this country, and the erosion of due process is truly terrifying. It spells disorder, and that when all is said and done, Israel's still a pariah state, and everyone is waking up to the reality that Allah has awakened the people.
Oh, hell yeah.
That Israel has hypnotized the world. That's what I'm going to do. Click my user card. Click this. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, the protest is not actually starting at 1. And also, we're not going to go directly at 1. It's technically supposed to start right now, but we're not going right now. But yeah, we're gonna be there in a little bit. I don't know. I'm just gonna go up there and say, I'm gonna go up there and say, I love what everybody's doing. I didn't prepare anything, and
But you're preparing right now, so you're a liar, actually.
but I'm not preparing. I'm just I'm just gonna fucking freestyle. But I think it's gonna be maybe not so great. My speech.
It'll be great.
But yeah.
You should just do the Gettysburg Address.
Israel is currently...
Okay, well, sure. I'm scared to protest because my wife's a green card holder and we traveled to visit family. Yeah, they're not gonna. It's fine to be scared for your wife, but you're not. If you're an American citizen, you're fine. Also, don't make sure you don't show anything because the camera's like super. Just making sure.
I wasn't doing anything.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. Use AI to make your speech. Yeah, I'm gonna get up there and say. I'm going to get up there and sing Red Sun in the Sky.
Currently enacting its final solution on the Palestinian people in Gaza. After numerous ceasefire violations on March 18th, Israel finally unilaterally ended it with a record-breaking...
I have to call him.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I linked him up. I linked my lawyer up with Noah.
Child-killing massacre. Since then, Israel has killed over 1,000 Palestinian people.
In trouble. I don't think what he's in it could be considered trouble.
He's just scared.
The irony of everything is that Ethan sent a cease and desist to Noah for his YouTube video where he details how Ethan Klein and many other content creators, including Mudahar, have played a role in defending Israel's genocide, right? Intentionally, unintentionally, doesn't matter. Ethan was like, how dare you? How dare you make a YouTube video about me? I'm going to sue you. But he didn't actually do that. He just fucking sent him a cease and desist because I think he also understands that there's not, I mean, this is like a ridiculous, this is ridiculous to do.
I mean, a cease and desist is a scare tactic. It always is.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that there can't be further like legal process beyond that. Obviously, we live in the most litigious nation probably in the world.
Yeah.
But they are meant to freak people out.
Yeah. The lawyer lobby.
You know, I mean,
that's why we need
everyone who posts worth their salt has received a cease and desist order before. Have you ever gotten one? It's because you're a pussy.
Well, let's just say I got I'm not gonna say anything,
okay.
but I would like to not reveal. But it wasn't. Let's say it wasn't a civil cease and desist.
Sure.
But yes, I have gotten visited before. But what I was saying is, what I was talking about was, he did this cease and desist. He might still try to like do this, long, convoluted, expensive process of litigation to bury him in paperwork and try to engage in this like war of attrition. But looking at the cease and desist in and of itself, there was really no bones in it at all. There was no meat. Like it was just nothing. There was nothing in it, and so I linked Noah up with Alex, but it's just so fucking stupid. Can you read it? What do you mean? But the reason why I thought it was funny is because the lawyer that sent that cease and desist is like, he says he's like famous for anti-slap litigation. Mm-hmm. Well, Ethan's legal team, just recently had their appeal denied because he was being sued by another person that he apparently, maybe allegedly, I don't know, was defaming, saying that this guy, who's like a billionaire, was engaging in a Ponzi scheme. So this dude sued him, and then he hit the counter slap, and then the counter slap didn't work, and then he appealed it, and then the appeal didn't work, so now he might be cooked. And it's the same fucking lawyer that is working on that and also simultaneously doing cease and desist for Noah. Weird world we live in. My point is, maybe you shouldn't engage in this kind of stuff. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you shouldn't be fucking constantly getting litigious. But yeah. Why are you being quiet?
I have no thoughts. I just don't want to get fucking sued.
Okay. Oh yeah. But that's what it is. This is literally the thing. Like, no, you're demonstrating. You are
don't want to get sued.
In real time demonstrating how the chilling effect works, which is precisely the reason why there are anti-slap laws in place.
Yeah.
Where if you try to stop someone from exercising their First Amendment rights with frivolous litigation, you can punish that person. But no one wants to do it because it's too much paperwork, it's too much money. Like, no, everyone is like understandably fearful of wealthy people who are crazy enough to just like go the distance, even if they might lose in the process. And it's very, very annoying. Anyway, but Noah's in DC as well.
It has bombed schools, shelters, medical clinics, residential buildings, and water treatment plants. Israel is summarily executing paramedics, decapitating babies, and destroying everything in its wake. Israel is also once again invading Gaza and establishing mass killing fields. All of these crimes are being committed with weapons from the United States, impunity from the international community, and silence from the Western media. There's no end in sight, and things are only set to get worse unless people do something to stop it. There's a protest tomorrow, Saturday, April 5th, at the White House. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Pennsylvania and 3rd Street, which is right here, right outside the White House. It's pretty hard to miss. This protest has been endorsed by over 200 organizations across the United States, and it's supposed to be huge. If you live nearby, show up. There are a bunch of buses available from all sorts of cities, and many of them still have seats. If the buses in your area are full or unavailable, you can sign up to drive your own vehicle and bring others with you. If you do have a vehicle and are able to drive it and have room, please do that. I live across the country, but last minute decided to fly so I can be there tomorrow in hopes that this might encourage some of you to join. Go to marchforpalestine.org/bus or click the link in the description.
That's the reason why we're here. Meanwhile, while this is happening...
how many protesters did you pay to be here? 1,000?
Yeah. I am George Soros.
Yeah.
Like,
How much you pay each
I was like, I'm the Muslim Soros. Like, why is there no Muslim George Soros?
It's
you know what I mean? I'm the puppeteer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. HasanAbi, HamasAbi, you already know. Yeah, I paid everybody to get here.
Not well.
Yeah, no. You didn't like the Hamas fruit basket I sent you?
No, I didn't like it.
No. MBS, if he went woke in DEI.
Cantaloupe.
Yeah.
It was just all cantaloupe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got the shitty end of the stick. My bad. Fly me out, Hasan. There's still time. Yeah, I'm good, man. So there's also a lot of protests that are happening, like hands-off protests that are happening all around the country. But that one is like the more liberal version, I think. I'm a little bit confused about this. So this march is specifically about Palestine, right? And whatever anxieties and anger you have towards the Trump administration, certainly, but definitely heavily featuring the pro-Palestinian movement and messaging, whereas the hands-off rallies, from what I understand, that are happening all around the country right now are hands-off my Medicare, but also hands-off NATO. Apparently,
hell yeah!
Like libs are
go.
Libs are doing hands off my NATO.
I love NATO.
Yeah, me too.
I love my NATO.
Common dreams. Why are hands off rallies defending war-hungry NATO? Many people believe that NATO is a peace-loving defensive alliance, but the opposite is true. Please look at the poster. Hands off NATO. Big protests aren't really my thing anymore. Although I think they're good, fine, but it's so funny that today's hands off NATO, but not hands off Gaza. What the fuck? Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, our jobs, our wallets, our bodies, public lands, veteran services, cancer research, NATO. Hands off NATO. We must stop Trump and Musk's illegal billionaire power grab. We must stop them from undermining and dismantling America's protection racket that ironically, literally,
more.
Hands off more. You know what's really funny when you say hands off NATO while simultaneously saying hands off for Medicare, Medicaid? It's like, dude, that program in and of itself is a direct lifeline to the military-industrial complex, which is where all of our expenditure goes towards, instead of the other things that you're worried about. Half the reason why they got these fucking programs is because they want to melt the poor, so they can become more loyal subjects, more vulnerable servants that will then become property of the state, the Defense Department. But the other thing is, they gut those programs, and then they spend all the money instead on fucking R&D for weapons and like new ways of figuring out baby murder machines. And then we have to send those weapons somewhere. Someone has to purchase those weapons. How do we create that endless appetite for death and destruction? How do we create that endless appetite from all of our valuable allies? Well, we have NATO. That's how it works. And it's so goddamn stupid that these guys don't understand it. It's very, very frustrating. This right here is directly at odds with half of the other things on here. Hands off our libraries.
I think they all are beautiful, and I love all of them. You ever talk about Curtis Yarvin?
Not really. I feel like he's such an ugly little creature that I feel... I just, every time I see him on screen, I'm like, oh, gross. Like, I just click away. I can't deal with it.
Okay.
Why?
No, I was just thinking about him.
You think about him a lot?
I mean, now, like...
Do you find him attractive?
I think he's hot in his own way, but...
Yeah.
But, no, I don't know. Do you think what's happening now with the stock market...
Do you think he wanted it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, do you think that this is, like, all part of kind of the plan in terms of a further consolidation of wealth in a smaller and smaller groups of people's hands? Like, right? Like, you're talking about, like, petty millionaires. Fuck those people. Who cares? Like the super, super rich, the billionaires and everything. Like, this
yeah. You like people with
control,
with actual wealth to be able to consolidate more wealth when at a much more reasonable price point is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like undermining the stock market deliberately so that the super, super wealthy can go in
simultaneously with tax cuts on rich people, so that they have more money to buy up.
Yeah, I mean I see that as a constant under capitalism. I don't think that it's like I see that as like something that's going to happen regardless.
But
so I don't know if it's a deliberate attempt to do a fire sale on assets for
I feel like we're in I think it's something new that's happening right now. Like I think I think this is the new stage, right? Like some people call it like techno feudalism.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shouts out the Giannis.
Yes. He is. That's a great book. But it feels like a new stage. I don't know. And I feel like guys like Curtis Yarvin and Peter Thiel and these other guys are kind of a little bit behind the scenes on it. You know, we mostly just see Musk and Trump and all. I don't know, whatever.
No. I know you're not wrong. Curtis Yarvin has a well-defined worldview and a method in which he wants to bring about this like weird, almost monarchist structure.
Right.
And he is like the billionaires, like the Peter Thiels of the world, are very much on board with this. They think he's brilliant. Mm-hmm. They find his strategy to be brilliant, and they want to do that. And I think that they get to have a piece. They're not a senior partner in the coalition, but they're definitely a junior partner in the coalition in the way that like Bernie was with Biden, right? Where maybe with a lot more influence because their goals align. Mm-hmm. So they're just making the most of the situation. But I don't necessarily think that like Trump is completely in the pocket of these guys to this degree where he's just like, what do you want? He's like getting Curtis Yarvin's guys to go up to him and give him like secret notes. I think it's Project 2025 is what he's following, like almost to a T.
Sure.
Even the tariff stuff. If you look at, we looked at the Project 2025 tariff stuff, and basically everything that they are, all of their resentment, all their gripes that they talk about in Project 2025 is demonstrated by Trump. And the other side of the story is the World Trade Organization and specifically favored nations benefits that China gets, that lock any kind of tariff strategy against China with every other country that America trades with, or every other country that like Western nations trade with, that limits America's opportunity to decouple from China. And I think that's one thing that they want to undermine. They want to undermine the World Trade Organization and rebuild a new one, because this one, you know, China was able to work with. And that's something that Donald Trump has talked about. That's something that I think the Heritage Foundation definitely wants to restructure. They openly write about it in Project 2025, and I think tariffs play a role in that. It's not necessarily like an asset sale for as cheap.
I feel like it's just like an added. I mean, it's an added.
Yeah, it's added value more so. Yeah, like they're making the most of that situation. But I do think that the reason why he's doing the tariffs is obviously not to beef up American manufacturing. We don't have the fucking infrastructure to even beef up American manufacturing on our own. I think he's doing that to try and desperately restructure global trade and move away from China as a manufacturing hub and the secondary manufacturing hubs that China has created in like Vietnam and whatnot over time, to avoid sanctions and to also because they've developed too much. So yeah, that's what I think. And you want to know something really funny about that? Do you want to know who the first president was? Or not the first president, but you know who Donald Trump actually followed the agenda of so thoroughly when it comes to the World Trade Organization and the tariffs and NATO? Barack Obama. Barack Obama was originally, Barack Obama is like when we start pivoting to the Indo-Pacific and we start pivoting to like more heavily focusing on Chinese development and trying to undermine it to the best of our ability. Barack Obama did the apology tour, if you remember, when he went to like, you know, Japan. Didn't really apologize for anything, but like everyone said he apologized. What the hell are you doing? Like all of that stuff was done with a sinister purpose in mind. The goal was to restructure alliances in that area and basically apply pressure to China that was growing as a manufacturing hub and growing in a lot of its soft power initiatives. Barack Obama also started the undermining of the World Trade Organization, refusing to send judges to the World Trade Organization, and basically removing them of any sort of mediator capabilities that they might have had in global trade. And Donald Trump totally followed through on that, and so did Biden, and so did Donald Trump too in his second term, and
Donald Trump too.
Yeah, Trump 1 and Trump 2 identical in that process. Same thing with NATO. Obama was the one who originally wanted NATO countries to increase their GDP expenditures on NATO, on their own self-defense, by purchasing American weapons, of course. That was Bardock No Bummer that initially started that process. Mm-hmm. So it was really funny when like liberal media would cover that, like, Trump doing that as a totally separate thing, because he kept saying, I'm going to undermine NATO, you need to pay more. Ironically enough, he was doing what Barack Obama wanted to implement initially.
Did you see Obama's thing that he said recently?
Yeah, he was talking about he was talking about how like I think he wrote a piece as well.
Yeah.
Where he said like, if I were to do this, people would freak out or something. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
It's like, why didn't you do it?
Well, I think he's jealous.
He's such a fucking asshole, dude. Obama's such a fucking asshole. Yeah, Obama, especially in 2008, unlike Donald Trump, did have the mandate. He did have the popular mandate, and he had the supermajority as well. And he didn't do what Trump is doing, and he should have done what Trump is doing, especially because the economy was at its lowest point at that in that regard. He had the opportunity to greatly restructure the American economy and do everything he wanted to do, and he did not do it. All right, we should head out. We should head over there now.
You feel rested, Marsh?
I feel so much better.
I feel so bad for Marge. At least I got like 2 hours of shut eye when I first got it. Is it cold out?
They say the best.
No, it's gonna be warm.
Yeah, they say the best naps are only the 20.
Who says that?
Science. The scientists.
Marsh was also talking a big game about how
Here, come up.
he's Mr. Raver, so he doesn't even need this stuff. He doesn't need to.
You worded that so poor.
He doesn't need this whole sleeping
Mr.
shit.
Raver.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, we got mics. Oh yeah, you gotta set the shit up still. Here are the mics.
Perfect.
And then I will bring this bag as well. I guess we'll put some stuff in it.
Yeah, there's a shotgun in there.
Where's the shotgun? It's not in there.
It's in my bag. Oh, damn. Look.
But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hold on.
Fucking job.
The fuck?
What?
Someone just texted me, farting motherfucker.
Nice. They know what you're up to. They know what you've been getting up to over here. Okay. All right. There's also the new video that came out that was like 8 minutes long. Here, we'll watch this while we wait. But this is something I wanted to cover as well. Where remember how the Israeli government that famously never lies was like, hey, we didn't do, we didn't kill a bunch of health care workers with the Palestine Red Crescent.
Do they still pretend to do that? I thought they don't even do that anymore.
No, I think they still were like, I don't think they talk about it at all because there wasn't enough like Western media coverage on it. They don't ever say anything unless like there's enough fuss happening in the Western media. And it's crazy because like the New York Times coverage on the matter when the bodies were uncovered, 15 healthcare workers, like first responders and healthcare workers, including 8 directly from the Palestine Red Crescent, which is the Red Cross in the MENA region. When they uncovered these buried ambulances and all the people that Israel had killed, the New York Times basically said, we can't confirm or deny if Israel did anything. We just couldn't reach out to either side to figure out who had done this, what had happened. And it's fucking insane. Because, like, obviously you have the number of people that work for the Palestine Red Crescent. Like, you're the New York Times, dude. Yeah. The thing is, this is getting a lot, like, they actually uncovered 8 minutes of footage from one of the healthcare workers. It's a harrowing story. It details exactly what they did, and now I think Israel might get into a little bit of trouble because
With who?
I mean, not with America, of course. I mean, like, might have to at least go, oopsie, we didn't mean to do this.
Swap cameras.
Okay.
I can take that one off.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
Wait, what the hell? Why is the laptop camera not working?
Oh no.
Oh, it is working now. Boom. Okay.
Oh, there's a different one. Oh, it's a laptop.
There's a laptop camera too.
Sick.
that yeah. Why do you say boomer? The fuck do you mean? All right, let's keep going.
It is shortly before dawn on the 23rd of March. The first rays of sunlight can be seen as a convoy of Palestinian Red Crescent ambulances are travelling on a road to the north of Rafah, searching for missing colleagues. The Israeli military would later claim that they didn't have their emergency lights on. This video shows very clearly that in fact they did. The convoy spots the missing ambulance on the side of the road, so they pull over. The paramedics wearing their uniforms get out and start to move towards the vehicle. Israeli soldiers then open fire. The video goes black, but the mobile phone keeps recording for another 5 minutes, much of which is almost constant gunfire. One of the paramedics, Rifat Redwan, can be desperately heard reciting the Shahada, the Muslim prayer before death. Forgive me, mother, he says. This is the path I chose to help people. He was later found with a bullet in his head and this mobile phone still on him. It was 5 days before the IDF gave permission to the United Nations to retrieve the 15 bodies. They were found in a mass grave and their vehicles crushed beside them.
Straight up neo-Nazi bullshit. Nazi state doing Nazi shit. Anyone that refuses to recognize that is a Nazi apologist. That's it. That's all this is. There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else to say about it.
What's this? Put that on you.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Put that on you too.
What
I
is
can
this?
swap to shotgun too. It's a little magnet.
Cool.
You just take that off. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I'll put it on the Kafia for now. Hopefully it'll have good audio, but please tell me you guys brought safety goggles that cover the sides of your eyes just in case it's tear gas. No, and I don't think there will be. I mean, I don't plan on. I don't think that there will be.
Hasan always carries a lot of like a half gallon of breast milk with him, so he can just put the breast milk in his eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
The Israeli military has claimed that 8 of the dead were Hamas. They have not yet provided any evidence of that.
They always, I mean, this is what they do. They're just like, oh yeah, babies, Hamas. Healthcare workers that are engaging in deconfliction with Israeli government in an effort to go to places where the Israeli government has bombed entire facilities. And they're there to like save the lives of children that Israel is trying to kill. Everyone's Hamas in the process. That's their number one defense. They don't even need to be good. They don't even need to be good at lying at this point, because you don't need to craft an expert lie if no one is going to hold you to account, and they're just going to avoid it. They're going to avoid talking about it. They're going to avoid punishing you, and that the American government is inevitably going to turn around and say, "Oh well, you know, they're working on it. They're just small bean Israel, you know."
The Israeli military has also claimed that the vehicles were travelling without coordination in a combat zone. But a Sky News investigation has revealed that an evacuation order was not issued by the IDF for that area until at least an hour after the incident.
You ready to
The
go?
ambulances were clearly marked and they should have returned to the families. They did not. Even in the most complex conflict zones, there are rules. These rules of international humanitarian law could not be clearer. Civilians must be protected. Humanitarians must be protected. Health services must be protected.
Following the emergence of the video, the IDF has released a new statement saying that all claims, including documentation circulating about the incident, will be thoroughly and deeply examined to understand the sequence of events and the handling of the situation. More than 400 aid workers have been killed during the 18 months war in Gaza, as well as tens of thousands of civilians. Israel's version of events, often claiming that the targets were Hamas, have rarely been proven or disproven, because of the lack of public evidence. On this occasion, this video undermines and contradicts the IDF's justification for attacking the Palestinian ambulances. And it will, inevitably, confirm in some people's minds the accusation that war crimes are being committed in Gaza and covered up. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News, in Jerusalem.
Like the plate.
Yeah, the protest. Where should I call
The news that we have all heard so much about, President Trump's sweeping tariffs taking effect, businesses and consumers bracing for the impact with that massive plunge on Wall Street. ABC's Jay O'Brien leads us off with the very latest from Washington. Good morning, Jay.
Janae, good morning. President Trump doubling down on these tariffs overnight, arguing they will grow U.S. manufacturing and supercharge the economy even as stocks plunge and fears of higher prices set in. Overnight, the start of President Trump's 10% tariffs on most goods entering the U.S. Coming after stocks plunging Friday, the S&P 500 losing $5 trillion in just 2 days. The worst on Wall Street since the pandemic. Secretary describing the tanking global markets this way.
I don't think it's fair to say economies are crashing. Markets are crashing because markets are based on the stock value of companies who today are embedded in modes of production that are bad for the United States.
Democrats slamming the president for golfing yesterday as stocks fell. President Trump defiant, posting overnight, big business is not worried about the tariffs because they know they are here to stay. And arguing countries will be forced to strike new trade deals that will supercharge our economy. But many industries say they are worried. Japanese gaming giant Nintendo delaying the pre-orders of its highly anticipated Switch 2 console to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. And U.S. farmers like Tony Thompson in Iowa
we're getting on an Uber and getting over there. We're going to swap over right now.
We get so much fertilizer from Canada, like the U.S. $3 billion in potash from Canada every year. And so putting tariffs on that, like when margins are already tight, we're increasing the stress on us as growers.
And now days away from the start of steeper individualized tariffs on more than 50 countries from China to Vietnam to the European Union, the opening salvos of a trade war. China hitting back with their own 34% tariffs on all U.S. imports. Most economists warning Americans to brace for higher prices on everything from furniture to cars to alcohol.
It's frightening to consider restaurants don't have big margins of profit. So this is going to be difficult for a lot of us.
Now, a handful of Senate Republicans partnering with Democrats on legislation to rein in Trump's authority to issue tariffs. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer telling me,
to show you how bad Trump's tariffs are, you now have Republicans who have been so loath to break with him, even when they've known he's wrong, are now breaking with him. It's going to hurt the whole economy. It is done
Thanks for
so
nothing,
poorly.
Chuck.
On
fucking asshole. All right. I'm swapping it right now.